Well, good morning everybody, welcome back to, excuse me, NZ1 Aviation back here at Christchurch. And welcome to Gumby. I haven't seen this one for a wee while. It's a bit of a surprise to see it here this morning. Not sure if it's heading out or not. Oh yeah, here we go. Sure is noisy. It's very still here this morning, and a bit of misty, drizzly rain falling. So we're a little bit further back than our usual position, which might obscure a few of the movements. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been out, so good opportunity to come out and get some fresh air, do some plane spotting on a it's looking like quite a dreary Canterbury winter's day. Got mist hovering around the Port Hills. It's looking pretty bleak down to the south. It's NZ 5362, ATR heading off to Wellington. While we wait for them to come out, who we got here? Telly NZ, good morning, buddy. Good to see you, mate. MSU Kiwi, Stephen Whitaker from Harvey Bay, welcome. Daryl Pierce, good to see you. Chris Frank, good to see you, mate. Got your winter woolies on today that you so kindly made for me a wee while ago now. Certainly come in useful today. Alex NZ, good to see you. Seki, 4K Aircraft Live, welcome. Lurking, office day. No worries, buddy. You might see you at lunchtime if you pop out this way. Mark Bester, good to see you. Kev, Wellington Flights Live, good to see you too, mate. Joshua, welcome. Suze, good to see you, Suze. Tracy White. Nikita. Patrick Lloyd. Interested to see how far we'll see this one before we lose it behind the pole. Oh no, it's not too bad. Probably about the same as Auckland. So let me know if there's any issues with the audio. I'm trialling something completely different today in the interest of streamlining even further. So both myself and the ambient, if there's any issues, just sing out and let me know. Hido White, good morning to you. Katie, welcome. Singapore was well and truly early this morning. It's always going to be that way, I think, once the clocks went back to the end of daylight saving. It's not very often we're going to catch them arriving. So there's about 40 students doing exams today, so there might be reduced movements on the smaller aircraft as well. Having said that, there's half a dozen heading out. And the cloud's pretty low, so surprised to see them all heading off. Got the rudder painted. Hey, morning, it was radio. Good to see you, Warren. Hope you're recovering well, mate. Hope everything went well. Helen Lee, good morning to you. And KDS, Kiwi Dad Stuff, good morning, mate. Rollable Rain, here's a week in the office, have you on in the background. Good to see you, mate, hope you're well. Got to catch up on the second half of your weekend marathon up in Auckland. Good to see the aircraft that got stuck in the mud being removed. I'll be quite interested to see the findings of any investigation on that as to how and why that happened. I think it's been brought up before down here that Jetstar seemed to push their aircraft back, so the aircraft's facing the correct direction for taxiing, whereas Air New Zealand just goes straight back. So it'll be interesting to see if any of that changes. And good morning, Caroline. Lovely to see you. Saiban Hamburg, good to see you, welcome. Bruno Felipe, good morning. And morning, Nikita. Yeah, nice and warm today. Lovely, lovely woolly hat and gloves on, courtesy of Chris Frank. Nice wee care package that Chris put together for a couple of us. Nice and toasty and warm this morning. The miserable skies down to the south, probably the start of call it a crappy few days really. There's even snow forecast on Friday down to about 100 metres, I think it is. So we'll be working Friday, so we won't be out in the freezing cold. It'll be the first short, sharp shock of winter weather to make its presence felt. NZ 5851 from Nelson, just about to touch down. So we'll wait till we've got one more pole in the way. We'll just wait till it clears that one. As mentioned, just a wee bit further back than where it normally be, just because we've got light rain just falling at the moment. Francis Way, good morning, welcome. Back from your big trip, mate. Looked like you had an absolutely wonderful time. Michael Hardman, good morning to you. Going to be just about to head off. I'm not sure if it's just doing a test flight or if it's heading into the ice or even back up to the States, but get to enjoy the takeoff anyway. Pretty cool to see that. Yeah, certainly wasn't expecting to see a hurt this morning. Oh, Francis, sorry to hear you're sick, buddy. It's not so good. Rest up, mate. Hope you get well soon. NZ 580 looks like that's just pushed back there. They'll be heading off up to Auckland. MSU Kiwi, 19 months now in the VIP lounge. That's fabulous stuff, mate. Thank you so much. Number one lurker. Wonderful support. Looks like there was a message back to Tally NZ there. Thanks MSU Kiwi and Kev from Wellington Clients Live. 20 months VIP lounge. Wowee, 20 months, awesome. It's fantastic, thank you mate. And Alex NZ Christchurch also 7 months the VIP lounge now. Thanks for your support, Alex. Alan Lee has dropped a £5 super chat this morning saying thanks for the stream, take care. Thank you, Alan. Always appreciate your support, mate. Cheers for that. And the Frank says, Chris Frank is going to drop some 5 gift of memberships this morning, along with Franksy also putting 5 gift of memberships through. Thanks so much, guys. Team Frank strikes again. Wonderful stuff, and hope we can catch up soon. Cheers, guys. Good to see you in the chat there, Franksy. Hope you're well, buddy. Mark Spark 380, welcome. Scotty Frog and Sock, good morning. Seems at 5858, heading off to Nelson. Bit odd this morning here, the wind's definitely coming from the northeast, but the weather is coming from the south. Starting to look pretty bleak down towards the southern end of the airport. So not too sure how long we'll be out here for today. We'll just play it by ear, see how the weather affects things. But hopefully we'll be able to stick around for the A380 to come in. Being a Wednesday again with no Fiji today. Francis White, very kind mate, gone and put through 5 memberships this morning as well. Very generous of you, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Very kind. A few aircraft taking off on the northwest actually, just some of the smaller ones. Sort of at the wrong end of the balcony to get those. very, very gentle breeze coming from the northeast. NZ 580 off to Auckland. You're probably about 20-25 minutes away from Singapore heading off as well. What's the ambient like? Does it need boosting a wee bit, or is it okay? A bit hard for me to tell from this end. Looks like it may need to go up a wee bit, but you guys be the judge of that. Runway 11 departure. Extremely rare. Head wars, God, can you spot my plane? I'm going to take off in 120 minutes. That's a long time into the future, but if you give me a bit of warning beforehand, which ridge are you in? I'll do our best. Real Black Dashi coming in next from Hokitika, NZ 5831. Let that one clear the pole as well. I don't imagine it would have been too much of a scenic flight over the Southern Alps this morning. Lots of cloud around. Welcome Cindy, good to see you. Naomi, welcome, good to see you. Z5350. Right, okay, so I think that's up to Wellington away. So you're looking quite clear all the way down there. Normally that's all heat haze down. Welcome Wookie, Wookie G, good to see you. Really am surprised so many of these smaller ones have headed out this morning. Got running over here. OXH by the looks of it. And looks like there's a couple more parked down by the maintenance hangars as well, so can't quite make that one out. X something. It's one of the A321s. I think OJS was the one that went for a bit of a hike through the mud, so not too sure what's happening with that one. Surprised to see Singapore head off early. They arrived way early this morning. Naomi Carruthers, member for 18 months now in the Premium Lounge. Got to be up there with the longest serving members, I think, Naomi. Awesome support, mate. Thank you so much. Naomi's saying Wow, how time flies. 18 months of awesomeness. Back to work, catch up with the stream later. Thanks so much, Naomi. Adjusting a few of the sound settings there. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Thanks, mods, for dealing with the. It's like a Russian name, is it, in the chat? Just posting random emojis. At least say g'day. Rain's coming down a bit heavier now. Still surprised there's so many training aircraft have headed out. I guess they're all practicing their instrument training. Take care, Mark Spark 380. Thanks for stopping by today. Franksy, just go and grab your Rolls Royce and tow it out of the mud. I'm not sure how they removed that aircraft out of the mud in the end. Whether read something online, they brought some specialist equipment down from Auckland to help with it. I think one of the bigger issues with it would have been the strain that it places onto the landing gear. They're not designed to. Obviously designed to take the weight of a landing, but not to, I guess, have those loadings where they bolt onto the aircraft from being stuck. So you have to be quite careful how you remove it, I imagine. Also interesting to see just how soft that ground is, because it's been very dry down here the last couple of months. Had a couple of days of rain here and there, but nothing too significant. Even here at the Aero Club, as you can see, it's quite dry and brown. Singapore is pinging, and the light is on. Katie is saying, Francie would have got it out with the Ranger, a couple of sheets of plywood under the wheel, she'll be right. That's assuming the Ranger would start. It is a Ford. Welcome, Jeffrey. Good to see you. Welcome back, Francis. Yes, yeah, that's the right, Kurt. Francie didn't pull it out because he couldn't get the Ranger out of the driveway. Oh, it's good fun giving Francie a hard time. He loves it. Wildlife man out there. There's quite a few birds around actually. I did notice that this morning. There's a few decent blobs of rain just hanging around. We might get a decent heavy shower or two coming through. Welcome, Lance Cole, watching from Christchurch in the UK. Welcome along. Franksy, every day is pick on Franksy Day. That's a bit better. Just got the two small ones left now, and it doesn't look like anyone's going out to those in a hurry. Welcome Daniel, watching from Dusseldorf. The runway is quite wet now, so hopefully we'll get a good amount of spray coming off this, along with some decent sound, hopefully. Picked up a wee bit of pace. Singapore normally quite slow to taxi here. Just one of two long haul or wide body aircraft to grace us with their presence today. We'll see you in a little bit. And looking forward to October, I think it's October the 28th, and then November the 28th, we'll see more wide body New Zealand 787s operating out of here to Perth, Singapore and Tokyo. Should be quite a good summer season. Hopefully Cathay, China Southern and United come back. Welcome along Karen and Glenn, good to see you Karen. Jacob Dixon, good morning. Oh Franksy, that's a bit mean mate. Next time I get Chris to knit you a pair of gloves, I'll tell her to sew them together at the fingertips. I must say that the gloves that Chris has made are absolutely brilliant. Super toasty and warm. See that rain coming down now. We're not near the drain pipe, so we shouldn't get that tinkling sound, hopefully. Gemma Cole, welcome. Watching from New Plymouth. Good to see you. sure everything's all under cover so we're not getting any of the equipment wet. Should all be good here, I think. Got the dulcet tones of the P68 just over the fuel pumps. Interesting place to be doing an engine run, but nonetheless that's where they are. Hido White saying I saw the A380 had to move around it. Yeah, I think there's some creative taxiing employed. Pretty much blocked. Been all that day into the night, I think. They managed to remove it. I'm telling you, Zed's saying 2 days. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was that same day or whether it was the whole of the next day as well. But yeah, all right, here we go. Singapore 298. Wow, that's spectacular. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Welcome along, Alex, Geo FS Flight Sim. Good to see you. Hido White, member for 6 months now in the VIP lounge. Saying great streams, thank you, Mike. Thanks very much. It's a wonderful support there for 6 months. Very much appreciated. And thanks to everyone that's already clicked the like button this morning, up to 172 likes already. It's awesome. Actually, what I have noticed this morning is the little aircraft that have gone out, they haven't all sat there doing these high-powered engine runs for a long time. So I'm not sure why today would be any different. So he's saying great spray action on the Singapore departure. Yeah, that's one reason why, if I can and everything aligns, I like to try and get out on a wet day. Visually it's a little bit more exciting. NZ644 from Queenstown. It's about 7 minutes out. And good morning, Rob. Good to see you, Rob. Degrees Celsius feels like 6. I think it feels like about 2. Yeah, no high-powered run for this one either. Should be good seeing that A380 come in if this light rain keeps up. So I did flick the airport company a message on Facebook. I think they had a post there from, must have been October 2024 now, about the plane spotting area over by the fire station. Supposed to be closed for 12 months, which would have been December 2025. And then the update from there was May of this year, and then I've asked them if there's any further update, but I haven't heard any response yet. There's some rumours floating around that it was going to be permanently closed, so it'd be really disappointing if that was to be the case. There's a wee bit of helicopter action going on behind, which we may, because we're down this end, we may be able to pick up some of that. We just have to be quick though when they pop into view. Welcome Marja, good to see you. NZ644 just lining up on long finals to the south, that's not too far away. Bella McLaren, good morning. And we've got the radar chirp back, haven't heard that for a while, which is weird, nothing's changed setup wise, but come right down this far end, the northern end of the balcony at the Aero Club seems to pick it up a wee bit more. And Franksy, Legion buddy, thanks mate, gone and dropped in a $5 super chat there saying, feels like 2 degrees mate, go and grab a sausage roll and harden up. I've already got my sausage roll actually. It's cooling down nicely. Thanks for that awesome super chat there, Franksy. Good on you, buddy. So because of the reduced schedule due to the fuel crisis with the what's going on over in the Middle East, there has been a reasonable number of turboprop flights culled out of the middle portion of the day, so we've got a few gaps here and there. In fact, at the moment, just looking across at the terminal, it's very bare, isn't it? Got an ATR just poking out around the corner over here. Oh, a couple of ATRs down there. NZ644 should pop into view shortly. Bella, yeah, rain's sort of drizzly as I was driving out here. It's supposed to be light rain picking up for the rest of the day, and then supposed to get real cold and horrible for a couple of days over tomorrow and Friday, with the possibility of snow down about 100 metres, I think they were saying. So if it clears up over the weekend, I'm not sure whether Seki from 4K Aircraft Live or Tony, the airport streams, is streaming over the weekend, but if they're down at the mountain, you should get some good views of the Southern Alps, hopefully with some snow. Oh, good morning, Butsy. Welcome, mate. Aussie $3 super chat there, saying g'day, Mike. Shout out to Franksy and Mrs. Chris Frank. Good on you, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the generosity there. That's NZ644, got a couple of columns to negotiate. Oh, very kind Bella saying thanks Mike for streaming in the cold and rainy conditions. Not a problem. It's actually quite dry where I'm standing at the moment. I seem to have picked the driest spot just by chance on the balcony here, which is good, and toasty and warm thanks to some lovely knitting by Chris Frank. Second column, and then we're good to go. Decent amount of spray kicked up there. That was pretty cool. So I did mention earlier, just testing out a few things with audio today, so if at any time there's any glitches or anything doesn't sound right, whether it's me or, I mean, I know I don't sound right a lot of the time, but hey, that aside, if the ambience a bit off, just sing out and let me know. Can't fix what I don't know about. one of the little ones coming back already. It's not lunchtime yet. Must have had enough for the morning. Rob saying that Mike's wearing designer woolies by Chris Frank. I'll tell you what, she did a really good job of them. The gloves are super warm. Super warm. Frank's in reply to Butsy. He's going to pop through another $5 super chat there. Saying there he is, Sir Butsy. Good to see you again, buddy. Hope everything is all good over the Dutch. Thank you, Franksy. Very kind there of Butsy, lurking and enjoying the stream and my soothing voice. I've had a few people say I've got a soothing voice. I'd never really thought of it like that, but hey, if people enjoy, I'm glad to be here to do the plane spotting with you and bring it to you from Christchurch today. Missed out last week. I was away on holiday last week, so no stream. ATR just to the south of the airport, coming in from Hamilton, and this one's off to Invercargill as NZ5705. G'day EK Karen, good to see you, Karen. It's not a very cold day in Christchurch today. Please order some nice weather for Sunday, Monday. We'll do our best. You might get a beautiful view over the Southern Alps if we get the snow that's predicted on Friday. Should look very picturesque, especially if we get a couple of clear days, which also means some frosty nights. don't normally get too much spray kicked up by the ATR. Another small one coming in, and then we should be able to pick up on the ATR coming from Hamilton. Very nice, smooth. So they're all coming back early. All the Tomahawks. Another one just landed and just taxiing in over to the right here. Oh, there's the Hamilton ATR just arrived. All the Tomahawks come back in. All three of them. Straight back into the hangar. Must have had enough for the day. It's not supposed to clear up what I've read. James Fletcher, welcome to you. Han Solo, welcome. Good to see you. So pretty much on time today, showing 1:05 arrival, and just the old livery. Quite cool. I was reading yesterday that they've applied that flag livery to a 777 and an A350 now. We won't see either of those here as part of a standard schedule. But he's asking what time's the hot dog heading off. Usually around 5 p.m. Yeah. Occasionally they have gone earlier, but usually it's later on in the afternoon up to Auckland, and then across to Sydney or Melbourne. Another ATR running somewhere. Oh, let's go have a quick look at this. It's the Air Caledonia aircraft that's been down having maintenance. I forgot that was here. That must be the last one. I think there was 3. Looks like it's on the engine run pad, so I don't think that's heading off anywhere. But you never know. Noise is certainly carrying well. Welcome, Carol Ann. Good to see you. Wow, they're really feeding that, the herbs, aren't they? So NZ527 just making its way round over the Rolleston area to the south. Should be here in a couple of minutes. Let's keep an eye on this yellow machine here just until the A320 gets a bit closer. Tally NZ saying winding the rubber bands up. Did have a rubber band sound to it, didn't it? So it can't be probably next couple of days. Maybe this one will be heading off back home. It's having its engine runs now. fact, let me about another minute till the A320's here. Let me have a quick phone a friend and see if I can find out when it's going. Tail number on that one. OZLI, is it? Hard to see. See what we can find out. NZ527 from Auckland next to arrive. The fluffage of the wings there on approach as well. I just see Francis, wait, your comment there around A380s, EUU and EUT. I think we can EUT into Christchurch today. Another small one coming home. Oh wow, Francis White saying 23 degrees here in Darwin. Very nice, mate. Certainly finding myself less tolerant of the cold weather as I get older. Gone into the cloud. Wow, it is dropping quite low. TeleNZ saying that the ATR Air Caledonia has been here since the 12th of May. Can't be too far away from heading back. The All Black Dashie heading off to Wellington, NZ5350. There we go, a bit of noise. It's very quiet, sneaking out. I just saw that one at the last minute, to be honest. Port Hills have almost disappeared in the background as well with the low cloud coming through. Wow, look at the vortices off the props there. That was pretty cool. Go back and have a look at that. And good morning to Mehmet, 4 months in the VIP lounge. Good morning to you. Lovely to see you again. Thanks for your support, Mehmet. Lots of runway inspections happening this morning. There's another one shooting down the back there. I know that one's fueling up. Most of the others that have gone over there have all headed back down to their storage hangar. ATR inbound from Napier, Dashi coming in from New Plymouth. And there should be 2 more ATRs behind that, one from Rotorua, one from Wellington. Palmerston North. A lot of helicopters down around Lake Pukaki. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them at the moment. Weather is weird. We've got drizzle, mist down to the south. Port Hills are covered. Almost vanished, as you can see there, and then up to the north we've got like a almost like a northwest arch, a little sliver of blue sky coming through. That inbound ATR from Napier just at about another minute out. Definitely in that gap now in the middle of the day, sort of between 11 and 12. With all those turboprop movements that have been culled out. It's quite cool on that all black dashie leaving the vortices off the props. Haven't seen that on the ATRs, just on the dash. a fair few ATRs parked down there now. There was 3 or 4 I could see before. Just keep adding to it. Aviation Pete, good to see you, mate. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Anya NZ, welcome along to you as well. Might get a glimpse of that chopper that's just, oh here we go, it's just about ready to be swallowed up by the cloud. White on white, that's not the best. Is he up to a bit of a joyride? Bit of a test flight? Who knows? So that's the new Plymouth arrival. Just come in. That one behind the pole. Here's something starting up over there. Next arrival will be NZ5785 coming in from Rotorua. be followed by NZ5349 from Wellington. Sliver of blue sky over there. It's not looking that bad up to the north. Just wait for this next ATR to break through the cloud. Just popped through now, so what's that, 700 feet? That's quite low. Nicely done. Got that one down well. And welcome, Max. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well today, Max. Another ATR inbound, and it's NZ 5349 coming in from Wellington. Oh, doing well here too, thanks Max. Amazing what a week's holiday can do to recharge the batteries. That's a cool username there, Shooby Dooby Doo. Welcome. Watching from Minnesota. Francis, yes, the DHL 76 has moved actually from where they used to park to this new area. So it's part of the new freight apron, and they've just completed a big new warehouse that they've built here as well. This is its new parking spot. And they usually will head off around about that 5 PM time frame during the week. On the very rare occasion I have seen it go a bit earlier, but usually late in the afternoon. Can't be too many spare gates left down there. They're certainly starting to fill up. Gonna have to start sending a few out, create some space. Oh, lovely message there from Tim at Melbourne Flyer. Good to see you, mate. Tim saying looking rather cold and wet down there, mate. Hope you have a good show stall. Here's to 13 months in the premium lounge. That's absolutely fantastic support, Tim, and mate, good to see you guys. And thanks so much for that support over the last 13 months. Yeah, it is a bit cold and wet here today, but excuse me, it's still good fun to get out and get some fresh air and see the planes. Awesome stuff, mate. Thank you so much for that support. That's the P68 back already. And Max, Max from Sydney, 4 months in the VIP lounge, saying, geez, I actually get one of these. Of course, mate. Thank you very much for your support too, Max. Didn't get to catch up on the last trip across the ditch, but hopefully we'll get to catch up again soon. Never know when we might make a sneaky visit back across to Sydney. Very low hum to TZZ. Almost put you to sleep, I think. Up the usual spot just in front of the hangar, right behind the pole. Lovely smell coming from the exhaust though. Next inbound, NZ5702 ATR coming in from Invercargill. Finn Lissaman, 3 months in the VIP lounge, sitting over on Grays Road watching. Oh, good stuff. It's quite a good spot over there too. Good for photos, but probably not so good for live stream. There's a lot of obstacles in the way. But yeah, good on you for getting out doing some plane spotting, and thanks for the 3 months in the VIP lounge. Great stuff. Ticked over 300 likes. That's also awesome. Thanks everyone. As always, very much appreciate your support. Can't quite get around to see that one. Just a little bit, I might break some leads. I'm trying to pick that one up. Spin around shortly and grab this ATR coming in from Invercargill. Still hasn't broken through the cloud, and we're down to 700 feet. Just pop through now. Cloud must be slowly just lowering a bit. G'day there, Rob. Greetings from a bunch of GA pilots sitting around in Queenstown freezing. I can only imagine how cold it must be down there today. We're getting snow down to low levels in Canterbury on Friday. Also imagine there'll be a bit of snow floating around the Queenstown area. Thanks for tuning in. Stay warm. Hoping to get back down to Queenstown at some point before the winter's over and done with. But it could be a very last minute thing after a decent snow dump. NZ542 pushing back. And being a 5 series flight number, it'll be off up to Auckland. We'll just get NZ5181 coming in from Palmerston North. We've got two A320s pushing back to Auckland. It's at 538 and 542, so I'll take a guess that 538's running a bit late. 542 on the right, 538 on the left. Francis Waite saying we had a US Air Force Clipper land here yesterday, came in from Anderson Air Force Base in Guam. That would have been cool to see, mate. Did you get any photos? Now this is interesting, isn't it? In terms of pushing back the aircraft with the nose facing the direction they want to be taxiing. Don't normally do that. But they haven't done that for the aircraft on the right. So we flurry of A320s now, so we've got the two on screen heading to Auckland. We've got one coming in from Auckland, Z535. And just to mix things up, we're going to follow it in with another ATR coming in from Dunedin. Z535 out of the cloud, so we'll grab this one while we can. Nice, lots of spray there. Love to see that. That clear patch of blue sky is inching closer from the north. Still got a bit of drizzly rain coming down. If it clears, if the rain does stop, I'll move forward a bit for Emirates when it comes in, just so we don't get a pole blocking the view. Greg, MEL, good to see you, mate. Afternoon to Tanya, good to see you. NZ5746 from Dunedin. Is that a Mr. Whippy truck? Don't know if you can hear that through the ambient. For those that don't know what Mr. Whippy is, in New Zealand there's an ice cream truck company brand business that operate ice cream trucks, and they're called Mr. Whippy. But odd to see that out and about on a freezing cold winter's day. Welcome along Sheep's Eye View, good to see you, Tally. Hope all is good. Haven't seen you for a wee while. NZ542 lined up, ready to head off to Auckland. Alright, NZ538, next one to head out. Oh, Max is saying he's just checked the weather radar, could be in for a brief break in the rain soon. It's certainly looking that way to the north, there's definitely a bit of a clearance coming through. Hey Josh Aldrich, good to see you, mate. Your Sheep's Eye View, yeah, doing good, thanks. Yeah, very good here. It's NZ5326 heading off up to Wellington. Just check if that rain has stopped. Yeah, I think we could probably go forward a bit. We can always go back to where we were if it starts up again. That's very kind there from Tally Two Sheep. Sheep's eye of you gone and dropped in 10 gifted memberships this afternoon. Very kind, thanks Tally. Appreciate that. Haven't seen you out and about doing your streaming for a bit, so hopefully we'll see you out there again soon. Very, very kind, thank you. Afternoon to Tom Giffen. Good to see you again, Tom. Do a quick check up on where Emirates 412 is. Saying 37 minutes out. I think it might be a bit longer than that, but we'll see. Still hasn't made landfall on the west coast yet. Oh, you never know, yeah, maybe. Gee, there's some nasty weather on the west coast there. There's a real dark green band of rain on the flight radar that I've got up here. Clearing quite nicely to the north. Calm before the storm, before the freezing cold and the potential snow on Friday. They're looking for sausage rolls in LJT here. They could be running a little bit late, I think. That's the last time I checked, they were all gone. Jeez, you say, you know it'll be a fizzer. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I tend not to get too excited about a snow day. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, nothing happens. Certainly not at city level here anyway. Take care, Frankie. Yeah, take your dog for the 4K run. And rest up well before your night shift, mate. Thanks for the gift of memberships earlier. Thanks for the banter. I'll see you soon somewhere, no doubt. That's an interesting comment from Nightbot. The remote server returned code 500. Peter Jansen, welcome, good to see you. Looking forward to visiting Christchurch while in New Zealand next February and March. That is probably a really good time to come over for a visit. Should be nice and warm. Just having a squeeze at what's coming in. We could be 104 for Emirates. Jetstar A320 from Auckland, pretty much bang on 1 o'clock. And just before 1 o'clock, Jetstar A320 delayed coming back from Hamilton. Alright, so we've got about 5-6 minutes to the next movement. Should be an ATR heading off down to Dunedin. Also one right behind it off to Queenstown. And we've got a 10 to 12 minute gap, 15 minute gap until the next lot of arrival. So if you need to make a quick cup of tea or something, got about 5 minutes till the next movement. Have a sausage roll, have a pie, whatever else you're having for lunch. Yeah, Francis, wait, I think that code is got a wee automated thing set up there. One for the META, one for the TAF, and the occasionally the provider for the META will glitch from time to time. It looks like that's what's happening. In fact, I can go check that right now. Let's have a wee look. No, it's fixed itself, so the next time round should all be good. We'll just put it down to one of those bugs. As always, it wouldn't be a live stream without some form of hiccup or bug or issue. That's just how it goes. Finn Lisserman asking when are New Zealand starting the 787s in Christchurch. I forget which city was first, but I think the first one was October 28th. Don't quote me, I'll say Perth, but it was either, I think it was Perth, 28th of October, and then 28th of November or thereabouts was the Tokyo Narita and Singapore services. 28th of October for the first lot. In fact, let's see if we can right, 28th of October is Singapore. That's the flight, the first 787 flights to Singapore. No. 28th of November to Narita, and the 30th of November to Perth. Which will be pretty cool. Anything to avoid going through Auckland is a good thing. It can be a bit of a nightmare at the best of times, to be honest, especially if you're on one of those morning flights and you've got to be on the very first flight out of Christchurch at some ungodly hour. Telly NZ, 20 months in the VIP lounge. That's going to be right up there with the longest serving members now. 20 months. VIP lounge, saying just a few sausage rolls and coffees. Thanks, Telly. As always, as well as your support of the channel, really appreciate you with what you do with the moderating and the pearls of wisdom that you insert into the chat on a regular basis. It's really good, mate. Thank you for that. And Aviation Pete. That's very kind, mate. Pete's gone and dropped in 20 gifted memberships this afternoon. Another 20 people into the VIP lounge. Awesome support. Thanks so much, mate. That's really kind of you. Sheep's Eye View, looking forward to seeing more 787s here. Yes, you and me both. Certainly need more wide body movements in and out of Christchurch. So it'd be good if people use the services, because I guess if the services are well used, there's more impetus there for Air New Zealand to keep those on longer, if not make them year round, or even add more services. Use it or lose it, I guess. Telly's fridge loves chilling with this channel. Awesome. Sheep's Eye View saying no, shame no 777s. Yes, well, I guess beggars can't be choosers. If we can only have the 78 or nothing, we'll take it. Speaking of the 78, I've heard, I was talking to someone yesterday that was telling me they've heard that the next couple of Air New Zealand 787s with the GE engines have been delayed a little bit longer now. So it was supposed to be sometime in June. It's apparently been pushed out another couple of months. Oh yeah, Francis Waite just saying there, they see Qantas chose the name for the first A350-1000 ULR Vega for World War II Catalina flying boat that did a double sunrise flight across the Indian Ocean, and the Star Vega used in aeronautical flying. Yes, I did see that. That's pretty cool. Also saw that the aircraft that was doing the test flights a couple of weeks ago is unpainted. So I'm just wondering if that one's maybe going to get a special livery. Because the aircraft that was painted had no engines on it and hasn't flown yet, I don't think. So, yeah, watch this space, I guess. Mentioned a couple of times I would love to see something like Nalanji Dreaming, that used to be on the 747-300. They would have put that onto one of these new A350 1000s that look absolutely spectacular. Nice bluey green themed aircraft. So for those that might not remember what that looked like, just do a wee Google on the Qantas 747-300 Nalanji Dreaming. About 4 minutes away for Jetstar coming in from Hamilton. Should have an ATR behind that from Nelson, another Jetstar behind that from Auckland, and then not too far behind that should be the Emirates 412 from Sydney. It's just about to cross over the west coast, all showing 30 minutes away. Francis Waite saying China Southern has finished the seasonal flights to, is that Darwin? Yeah, hope to be back in October. I didn't realise they were flying there over the summer. And yes, Francis, yeah, OGG looks pretty cool in the Great Barrier Reef livery on the A321. I've only seen photos of it, but yeah, it looks really, really good. Quite like that one too. And the other favourite I've got at the moment is the Virgin Australia Max 8 in the retro red livery. That's quite striking. We should have NZ5751 popping out any moment. That'll be going down to Dunedin. Wow, I've just noticed up behind the control tower. Check out this for the, check out how well it's going to come through. Real low misty cloud just hovering over the lower part of the Port Hills there. Looks pretty good from where I'm standing. I'm not sure if that'll come through too good on camera. Still quite dark down to the south and southeast. NZ5655 behind it as well, heading off to Queenstown. I was waiting for the column to block the view and then realised I've actually gone forward. Jetstar 273 to come in next. Slightly delayed from Hamilton. Well, let's look at that behind now. It's cleared. Cleared over here. Still a bit of lingering cloud, mist, fog through here. Very cool. All right, next one off down to Queenstown. There's the brake fans, the Jetstar A320. Francis Waite saying he saw the nose wheel landing gear of the A340 at the museum in Bristol. Up close, it's huge. That it is, that it is. I've stood next to a lot of landing gears over the years, and if you ever get an opportunity to stand next to the 7.4, probably the best opportunity will be the Qantas one at is it Longreach? There's one there. It's pretty impressive just how big that is. YouTube asking, are the blades curved on, are those blades curved, or is it the camera? No, the blades are curved on the ATR prop. Should have NZ5845 coming in next from Nelson, followed by Jetstar 231 from Auckland, and then Emirates 412 from Sydney and Dubai. Yeah, I think this blue sky that's just coming over could be a bit of a temporary glitch in the matrix. It's really, that's neat looking at that fog and mist just sort of hovering around the peaks there. That you can actually just see it moving in behind. You can actually drive right up to that transmitter, up the Sugarloaf. Not obviously right to the transmitter itself, but there's a big car park at the bottom there, and you can park up and get some pretty good views over the Canterbury Plains. It'll be quite neat sitting up there at the moment with that fog and low clouds sort of hovering below you, just drifting through over the back. Great wee spot, especially on a fine day. Spin around and grab this ATR coming from Nelson shortly. Peter Jansen saying, looks like you guys are copping the weather that crossed us a few days ago in Tassie. Yeah, I think you're right there, mate. Looking at the weather last night, there was a big sort of a tranche of cloud. Looked like it was coming from Tassie, about to hit the west coast. And the Southern Alps will block a lot of it, but we're still going to get a bit of spillover, I think. I do believe I see the Air Force 757s just popped out of the maintenance hangar area. Now that'll be cool if that's heading off somewhere. Or one of the two. MSU Kiwi saying used to work up there, great views. That'll be awesome to be working up the Sugarloaf, that's for sure. Not too sure I'd be keen on climbing the tower to do any work on the equipment up there. We'll keep an eye on that. If it starts up and heads off, of course we'll make sure we see it. But yes, that 757 does belong to the Royal New Zealand Air Force. One of two. Looks like it's being pushed back into the hangar area. So maybe it's just been parked up for now. Next inbound, Jetstar 231 from Auckland. Zero use a reverse thrust there. Just pulled the handle back, but haven't pulled any power on it. How's things? All good?
Yeah, I'm looking at you've got a bit of a suntan needed.
Oh, not even 10 minutes ago above the tower, it was all, you could see it moving, slowly dissipating.
You'd be up for something warm then.
I had Chris's, Chris Frank made some beanies and gloves and stuff a wee while ago, so I had those on. So it was really toasty warm there. I just take them off. You not going to film me one? No?
I've had a couple of viral videos. Some guy in Germany put up something for about 20,000 views out there.
Nice.
Yeah. Didn't ask permission. But I don't mind.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. The old A320 is going pretty well.
Right, Emirates 412 next to come in. Just should make an appearance behind the pole in a second.
Splash as well.
Still quite damp out there, so yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit of spray. Good to see the behemoth back. It's going to lose it behind this last pole. Yeah. Always impressive to watch that land. Never ever gets old. Fingers crossed you get a special livery in a couple of days, Karen. Thought it might have kicked up a bit more spray, but must be drying out a wee bit. It's pretty wet down here. There's a lot of standing water. Be nice to see that plane, the one they've painted up with the Arsenal colours, come in, but I don't know if it's the right class. I know there's was it 3 and 4 class aircraft, so we may not get it if it's the wrong config. I'm not sure. Karen would know. UK Karen will know. Yeah. Has it been into Brisbane, Sydney? Quite a roar coming off that. That's cool. Quite a slow taxi. Oh, Karen, yeah, the question was the Arsenal livery A380. Would we ever see that on the Christchurch run? I wasn't sure if it was a 3 or 4 class aircraft, whether that will do the 412, 413 services or not. I've got Siki standing here next to me. I said Karen will know. He got all the hot goss on the Emirates fleet. Just dwarfs those ATRs in the background. Look at that. So Karen saying yes, it could be coming here. It hasn't been to Sydney yet though. Yeah. Thanks, Karen. Never know, it could be on EK on Emirates 412 on Sunday. Paul Timothy, good afternoon. Sheepside view, at least the mowers waited for the 380 to land. I was just thinking the same thing. very polite of them just to hold off for a few minutes. Aviation Pete saying, I believe it's been here to Brizzy. Oh wow, now that would be cool. Okay, Karen saying you can go to Emirates headquarters in Dubai, you can stand on the balcony and watch no photos or film, but you can watch all day. That would be awesome. Oh, we've hit the 400 likes goal. Awesome stuff. It's fantastic, everyone. Thank you so much. Wasn't expecting to hit that today, to be honest. Bit of a slower Christchurch day, but it's a fantastic support. Definitely a pick up the next arrival. It's the black livery ATR coming in from Tauranga, Z5803. This one was heading out when I was setting up this morning. Certainly tell when the Cessna comes back. It's the noisiest out of all of them. Jenny's the noisy one. No problem, Karen. Not a problem at all. Thanks for being here. OJS, this is the aircraft. Went for a bit of a hiking session the other day through the mud. So it must be all good to go. Lots of love for the black livery aircraft. They do look good. There's still a bit of water out there. NZ539 from Auckland. Also the Starlink enabled aircraft. And Z546 lined up ready to go. This one's also heading back up to Auckland. I've just seen your message there, Chris. Yeah, I'm sure Jenny will see the funny side of that one. What's this coming in? Fancy jet coming in, Bombardier Global 7500. Definitely heading our way. Afternoon, Carwin. fuel truck heading all the way over the back down here. So next to land will be that Bombardier Global 7500. Let it get a little bit closer and we'll spin around and grab that. Just let it clear that first pole at least. Carwin saying his mum's been 2 hours on the China Southern from Guangzhou to Auckland, then Christchurch, been away for 20 days in Spain. That sounds like a trip of a lifetime. Awesome. She's going to get a bit of a shock coming back to a freezing cold Christchurch, that's for sure. A little bit more low cloud creeping in over the back of the Port Hills there now. Might better pick this up now. It's cleared the first column. Straight into the bottom of the flagpole. Oh, we might have seen this one here before. This is the grey one. It's a couple of Christchurch streams ago, it was doing laps. Like did 4 or 5 touch and goes, if it's the same one. Yeah, I think it is. Very nice. That looks great. Love that. November 998 Romeo. Definitely, that's we've seen that one before, that's for sure. Oh, you legend. Thanks, Seki. Very, yeah, that's good looking aircraft. Aquaboy, welcome. Yeah, probably less wet now. It was quite damp a couple of hours back. NZ5176 heading out. Let's be heading up off to Palmerston North. Nice. Mars Fokker, welcome. Good to see you. Carwin saying the Qantas Retro delivery from Brisbane at 2:25.
Clean wings.
Well, it depends how you look at it. It's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's coming here, but it's a bad thing because we're not going to be here to see it.
Oh,
No. We're gonna wrap things up for today.
Are you now?
We are.
I was going to ask you.
Just a shorter stream today, and yeah. Thanks for the mods for all the wonderful help today. Thanks also to the Canterbury Aero Club for allowing us to use their facility.
Best location.
Great location. Thanks to those that have dropped in gifts today. Read through a few names. Daryl Pierce, Alan Lee, Chris Franksy, Francis White, Butsy, Franksy a couple of times again,
That'll be back and forwards with Franksy, won't it?
and Sheep's Eye View and Aviation Pete. Very generous, very kind. Thanks all for the 430 likes as well. That's a bit more than what I thought we were going to get today. So yeah, that's been a great morning out, and we'll see you all again real soon on another NZ1 Aviation live stream. Stay safe, look after one another, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now. Big thanks to Heido White for dropping in gift of membership right at the end. He's getting a bit of a knack for doing that. Thank you very much, mate.